Alright, welcome back to another episode of Island.
これまでのこと、ちゃんと覚えてる？
Setsuna must die. Setsuna must die. Setsuna must die. Setsuna, why are you making me write all this? For some reason, Sara set me down at the desk and told me to write that curse over and over.
どうやら筆跡は異なるようですね。
I told you I didn't write it.
それでは今度は左手で10回書いてみてください。
No way! I tried to flip the desk in my frustration, but it's far too heavy. It won't budge. What the hell am I doing? Shouldn't our prime suspects be the occupants of this mansion? That note was in their library after all.
なるほど。一理ありますね。それでは早速、聞き込みに参りましょう。
Right. Poring over a desk isn't going to help us solve anything. Searching around has always been a basic investigative skill. Alright, let's start by asking Rinne. Wait, where's her room? Oh, so this is where it was. Sara leads me to a corner of the top floor. An area of the mansion I've never been to before.
一緒に暮らしてるのに知らなかったんですか？
Well, we try to respect each other's privacy.
信用されてないんじゃないですか？
That's not...
私でもわざわざ刹那さんに実質を教えるような具は犯しません。何をされるかわかりませんから。
You only have one room, don't you? And she's even let me in before. Rinne and I are bound by contract. We trust each other more than anyone else.
契約？興味深いですね。
Her eyes suddenly started sparkling. That's cute. The word contract must have piqued her interest. I'm afraid I can't tell you anything else. It's a secret between me, between the two of us. Isn't that annoying? Are you jealous? But it really is a secret between Rinne and me. That day on the beach, we promised that Rinne would play the role of princess, and I do be her prince. That way, she could keep on dreaming until the time comes for her to wake up. It's kind of embarrassing, not that I think back on it.
それではリンネさんに聞いてみましょう。
What? Sara knocks at the door without hesitation.
リンネさん、少しお話よろしいですか？サラちゃん、ちょっと待ってね。お待たせ。って、刹那まで一緒にどうしたの？
I mean, you let me live here, didn't you?
リンネさんと刹那さんが交わした契約というものについて教えていただけないかと思いまして。契約？
Rinne sends me a sideways glance. I make eye contact, sadly reminding her that it's a secret between the two of us and that she shouldn't tell Sara.
契約。
She looks to the right, then to the left.
雇用契約のことね。
Not that one! You know, the other one. I mean, I swallow my words. After all, I can't say it outright in front of Sara. I should probably use an indirect expression here. A relationship contract! That does not help in any sort of way!
サラちゃん、二人で散歩行かない？今夜は星が綺麗よ。いいですね。ぜひご一緒させてください。
They're ignoring me for some reason. Wait a second, was this just a figure of speech?
じゃあ何？雇用契約に不満でもあるの？今すぐ破棄してもいいんだけど。
Of course not, that's absurd. Anyway, why did we come here again? Oh, right, the Ow! Just about something! For some reason, Sara is covering my mouth. What are you doing?
刹那さんはバカですか？
What?
よく考えてください。私たちは今、この世界を影から操る黒幕を探しているんですよ。
Right, the evil overlord.
あなたは預言者ですかなんて聞かれて、素直に答えるとでも？
I see. Then what do you suggest we do?
私にお任せください。
Sara inches closer to
リン
Rinne.
ネさん、この紙に「セツナは死ななければならない」と書いてみてください。
Will we really be able to solve the mystery if I leave everything to her?
何？どういうプレイ？
It's called Setsuna must die. I didn't come up with this.
どうだか。
Despite her grumbling, she takes the pen and notepad, then diligently starts writing. This is why I like her.
はい。
Die, Setsuna! Whoa.
やっぱり信用されてないじゃないですか。
I am beginning to have second thoughts. I thought so. Just kill him now.
とりあえず筆跡は違うみたいですね。次に行きましょう。
So I just let myself be insulted for nothing? I'm not sure how long I'll last this rate, mentally speaking. I'm Ohara-kun. Nice meeting you, Sara-chan. Heart? Sara doesn't seem to be sure how to react. Don't worry about it, she's always like this.
どういう人なんですか？
Oh well, I wasn't sure how to deal with her at first either. But now we're close enough for me to have touched her panties. Sorry for calling you so late at night, but would you like to ask you something? Can we have another pair of panties, please? Ask me anything hard. Can you give me a pair of panties? Whoops, did I just reveal my true wish? No, here you go. What? That arrow? Don't tell me. I slowly pulled a piece of paper through the gap between the door and found a pair of panties taped to the end of it. Seriously? Hold up. Aren't these boxers? You must be in a bind after losing yours at sea, Setsuna-san. Heart? Oh yeah, she can watch anyone from the window. Thanks! Yeah, I've been having to go commando the whole time. Wait, how do you know about that?
今も履いてないのですか？
No. Sara's scuttle is about 5 steps away from me. I can't help it. I mean, that was my only pair.
近づかないでください！近づかないでください！
Here you go, Sara-chan. Sara snatches the paper and hides it behind her back before I can see it. Come to think of it, she came here in her swimsuit, didn't she? Hey, are you wearing anything underneath?
想像しないでください！殺しますよ！
I won't, so calm down.
履いてますよ！私は履いてますよ！
Right. Yeah, I know.
ところで私、急にお手洗いに行きたく。
Sure, go ahead, I'll wait for you right here. I watch Sara with a warm gaze as she trots off into the bathroom.
履いてますからね！
Right, you do. Sure. You two make such a nice pair. I wonder where? Sorry for the trouble. Alright, I guess I'll get to Sara before Sara comes back. But now that I'm here, can I ask you one more thing?
お待たせしました。
About 1 minute later, Sara returns with a deep blush on her face. Are you really gonna just skip that? Where, Riker?
なんでしょう、その生温かい視線は。
Well, at least it's not look cold. As a true gentleman, I'm not going to ask her why she's blushing. Maybe she's constipated, and it's from pushing too hard. Let's just leave it at that. Sure.
とにかく仕切り直しです。クオンさんが預言者なのかどうかを確かめましょう。
Oh, I already asked her about that. Let's show Sara the note I had coined right a moment ago. Setsuna must die. Not really. Hi! Oh, Kon's so nice. The handwriting is definitely different. It seems like it wasn't her.
いえ、妙だとは思いませんか？どうしてカタカナで書いたのでしょう？
I got used to it. Isn't she just being polite?
筆跡を悟られないように、あえてカタカナを使ったのでは？
That's a bit of a scratch, don't you think? Is my answer of no use to you? Ah! She's still listening! Oh no, you helped us a lot. Thanks, Kuan. Love ya.
待ってください、せつなさん。
What? We finished what we came here for. Let's move on. It's difficult for me to describe Sara's expression right now.
クオンさん、一つだけ質問に答えていただけませんか？
Sara sounds timid, and her expression doesn't change as she speaks.
ご病気の進行状態は？
It's a secret. Heart. Sara drops her gaze as soon as she sees the scribble.
すみません。私のせいで。
What? Why? Don't worry about it, Heart.
でも、私に力があれば。
I believe that you have power, Saracen, Heart.
そんなことはありません。私には何も。
You just haven't realized it yet. Oh, but it's a wonderful power. Maria had it too. Maria? Maria? Power? What are they talking about?
失礼します。
Sara suddenly cuts the conversation short and leaves without even sparing me a glance. A note is still lying on the floor. Good luck, Heart. Is that addressed to Sara or to me? I'm not quite sure. Following after Sara, I've ended up in this place again. She's sitting in the sand near the water's edge, hugging her knees. Looking at her from behind, she looks even smaller than usual. Maybe I had the wrong idea about her. I thought that Sara was just acting out of curiosity, having met someone from the future. But there may be more to it than meets the eye.
幻滅しますよ。
It seems like she's noticed me. She speaks without turning to look at me.
それ以上私に近づけば、せつなさんは幻滅することになります。
I stop in my tracks. What in the world does she mean? Sara is just trying to protect the island's future. She's earnestly chasing after things that can't be seen with the naked eye. And she's the only one who believed what I said. How did I manage to misunderstand her like this? Are you saying that I won't be disillusioned if I turn back now?
はい。それがせつなさんのためです。
But wouldn't that mean that I do be stuck inside an illusion forever? I start walking again. I don't want that. I want one step, 2 steps closer to her. There are definitely things that exist, but can't be seen. It's okay to be a little coercive. So there's no good to keep living in an illusion. I sit down next to her. This is the same place where she rejected me that day and told me I was nothing but a stranger. Right? Sara looks up at me. Adorable. Streaks of tears are running down her face. Aww.
幻滅しましたか？
No. I'm used to seeing you cry by now.
でしたね。
But it might be my first time seeing her smile like this. It's not as if she's never smiled before, but usually it's just a fake smile she puts on in front of others. Her genuine smile is a small one, which only graces her face when she's alone. She realizes that she sees the world differently from everyone else. That's why she distances herself from others and smiles by herself in her own little world. And she tells herself that it's fine that way, that she's happy enough like that. Did you really think I'd be disappointed in you after seeing you cry?
てっきり女性に幻想を抱いているタイプかと。
You peed in front of me today, you know? That doesn't really live much up to the imagination.
海の中は脳幹です。
Come to think of it, you weren't even wearing panties until moments ago.
幻滅していいですか？
I'm used to it. I'm sorry, I was just joking.
分かってますよ。
I'm not childish enough to be put off by the opposite sex because of little things like that. I'm a big, strong man. Pairs, number ones, and number twos are just part of life. Those aren't what Sara has been trying to hide from me. Just let it all out. I'll gladly be disillusioned if it's for your sake. Then there will be no need for her to laugh or cry alone anymore. I'm sure we'll be able to laugh and cry together eventually.
仕方ありませんね。
I'm gonna activate my tears card. I'm sorry, this is a serious moment. Sara lets out a small sigh before she starts talking.
私の宿命についてお話ししましょう。
She's finally getting to the heart of the matter.
昨日もお話ししましたが、ガランドー家はかつてはこの島の祭事を取り仕切ってきました。多くの信者を集め、島の民を導いてきたと言われています。しかし時代が下るにつれ、その影響力は衰えていきました。
Everything that's old is bound to deteriorate over time. It seemed unnecessary, deemed unnecessarily thrown away, and nobody will look at it anymore.
そんな時代に私は生まれました。この子は島を救う子だと予言されて。
It's not a strange story. In fact, you probably hear similar things everywhere. People on the verge of ruin tend to cling to the invisible. They struggle desperately, trying to regain the glory of the past. However, there's one word I can't just ignore. A prediction. In other words, specific information brought into this world from the future.
それ以来です。島のバイモン病患者の数がゆっくりとですが確実に減り始めました。私は神の子だともてはやされ、ガランドー家は再び信仰を集め始めたそうです。
I try to imagine what it must have been like. One little baby cuts the islanders to unify themselves again. What expectations must he have had for her?
でも私に力があれば。
They were wrong? Sara gives a slight nod before continuing.
物心のついた私に病を癒す力はありませんでした。病に苦しむ大人たちは私に失望と落胆の視線を向けてきました。私に幻滅したんです。
Adults are incredibly selfish. They're the ones who push those unrealistic expectations upon her in the first place. Only to be disillusioned and start hating her for no real reason. They never considered the feelings of the child caught up in the middle of it all.
私だって本当は島を救いたかった。みんなの望む サラになりたかった。なのに
The Sara of legend gives Setsuna the advice he needed to lift the cards. But this Sara...
私も5年前のあの日に死んでいればよかったんです。
She's bound by a curse disguised as a prediction.
何の力も持たない私なんて生きていても仕方ないんです。
But she survived. She has to keep on living, enduring the islanders' grudges.
もちろん今でも私のことを信じてくれている人はいます。例えばクオンさんのように。
But that isn't enough to save Sara. Expectations eventually lead to disappointment. They're nothing but a burden. A burden so heavy that it's bound to crush your heart one day.
だから私はサラであるふりをし続けなければいけないんです。
At first, Garanta Sara seems deeply intrigued with the world's mysteries. But beneath that mask lies an ordinary, timid young girl who's afraid of others.
これで分かったでしょ、せつなさん。私にはこの島を救う力もなければ、せつなさんを殺す資格もないんです。
So, the reason she tried to kill me wasn't that she believed me to be from the future? It was just because she'd been told that she had to save the island because she'd been cursed by that prophecy?
本当に死ぬべきなのは私なんですよ。
That's ridiculous. I've only been observing her behavior for a couple of days. But I get the impression that she's always seriously thinking about the future of the island. She's always trying to change the island for the better and make the prophecy come true. What does it matter that others are trying to deny her that? You don't believe anymore? In the prediction, I mean. You don't believe that you're the one who'll save the island?
当たり前じゃないですか。予言なんてデタラメに決まってるじゃないですか。
She's lying. She still believes in it. Or at least, she wants to believe. Not in a baseless prophecy or anything, of course. But in the testimony of someone from the future. Is that other time traveler you mentioned the one who left that prophecy? She gives me a small nod. Who is it? Next, she shakes her head.
当時は何人もの大人たちが私のことを島を救う子だと。
So she doesn't know.
だけど誰が未来人だったかなんて関係ありません。だって結局予言は間違っていたんですから。
No, you can't say that.
え？
The prophecy itself wasn't wrong, but everything it brought about was. Sara once told me this herself. When information is brought from the future into the past, it can lead to the world's destruction. You must have found about your destiny too soon. That's all. But it's not over yet. Sara's heart hasn't been crushed yet. I believe that you can fulfill the prediction. My words may only be adding to Sara's burden, but I'll still believe in her.
どうして信じられるんですか？だって証拠なんてどこにもないじゃないですか。確かに私の祖先には不思議な力があったと言われています。ですがそれはあくまで伝承の中での話です。おとぎ話と現実は違うんですよ。なのにどうして誰が言い出したのかもわからない予言を。
She's right. There's no evidence. Nobody knows what the future will bring. However, do I need a reason to believe? Garrett said that Sara and I were similar. I have to admit it, though I don't want to. We're both chasing after the invisible, because we're melancholic about the future, and lamenting our own lack of power. In that sense, we're two of a kind. Or maybe you could say we're we're comrades.
私は、せつなさんを殺そうとしてたんですよ。
Ah, yes. It was almost like it was yesterday. I am the same. I traveled into the past to kill this guy named Setsuna. Sara blinks and stares at me blankly. Well, I don't know if it's true or not. I don't even know who it is. And the idea that I'm supposed to kill him may be a misunderstanding. But I'm sure that I've come from the future with an important mission. To save the world. I would have probably forgotten about it if Sara hadn't been here for me. I might have just gotten disillusioned without ever trying to see the invisible. But Sara helped me remember. I'll definitely save the world. Sorry about that. So, what do you want to do? The future hasn't been determined yet. It's our hopes, dreams, and wishes that are shaping the future as we speak.
それは、
Sara just has to express her hopes and wishes out loud. And the dream she's been chasing up until now.
私は、この島を救いたい。島に住むみんなを、幸せにしたいです。
That's the first step towards the future. Alright, let's make that dream come true. I stand up and shout over the ocean. Use me! Come on, Sara, you should say it too.
私はいいです。恥ずかしいです。
Are you really planning to see the island with that half-hearted attitude? I grabbed Sara and lifted her onto my shoulders. Now, come on, declare your intentions to the ocean.
でも、
Come on, lift your spirits by screaming. Now, but I won't put you down until you do it. Just do it.
私は、
Louder! She takes a deep breath.
私は、この島を救います。
Louder! She's not doing this because it's her destiny, but of her own free will.
言いましたよ。早く下ろしてください。
Louder! I know this is rather sudden, but I'm actually a psychic.
はい。
Let me guess what you're thinking right now. You must be glad that you put on some panties.
そんなこと思ってません。
But it at least crossed your mind, didn't it? It did, huh?
思ってませんよ。
Alright, let's run the lap around the island like this.
やめてください。
Hold on, here we go!
走り始めないでください。
No! Ah! What's it sound?
どうされました？
My hip?
ふざけているからです。さあ、下ろしてください。
Sorry, it hurts too much to move.
楽しそうね。
Wow, what are they?
助けてください、リンネさん。
Oh yeah, Rinne always takes walks at the beach around this time. Wait, forget that. But my hip, it's going to break.
今変な音がしましたよ。
I'm going to die. As I'm losing my balance, Sara spins it around so she's now in front of my face.
おじ
I can't breathe.
なになに？どうすればいいの？
Take her off my face. Ow! Ah!
もしかしてリンネさんってセツナさんのことが好きなのではないでしょうか？
Huh? Where did that idea come from? Wow, wow, wow. Pain shoots through my hip when I try to get up.
海外しく尻尾張ってくれたじゃないですか。
Yeah, we're grumbling the whole time though. I'm lying on the bed, still recovering from Sarah's Frankensteiner. Then there's Rinne. She left me with my injuries and went back to her own room.
それは私が残ると言ったからであって。
Aww. I'm not the one Rinne's in love with after all. It's the other Setsuna.
本当に良かったのでしょうか。
What's gotten into you?
今からでもリンネさんと変わっていきましょうか。
Oh, I get it now. She's regretting that she offered to stay with me. Seems she just did it out of guilt. Sara has been living alone at the shrine in order to distance herself from others. But now she's getting herself involved in our lives. She's afraid that her presence will affect our relationship. Rinne and I aren't like that. I swear to the gods.
それはどうでしょうか。せつなさんは鈍感ですから。
You may be right, but still, I should make things clear now. It's easy to avoid hurting others by not getting involved with them at all. But that way, you won't be able to do anything either. If you end up bringing misfortune upon somebody by getting involved with them, you just have to help them.
でも、せつなさんは一人しかいません。
Well, let's leave that aside for now. It's not that I just want to chat with Sara about love and relationships as if I'm some high school girl. This is a lot more important. You've already noticed, haven't you? Rinne believes that she has Soothe Blight syndrome. Sara flinches at my words. She's scared of ending up just like your mother.
私、やっぱりリンネさんと変わって。
No! Wait, at least hear me out. If I keep on playing the role of Setsuna, like Rinne wants, it might make her happy. But it won't save her. We're going to find a cure to Soothe Blight syndrome. Then Rinne won't have to be afraid anymore. Isn't that what you meant by saving the island? Isn't it?
はい。
I thought so. Though she answers in the affirmative, she still seems to harbor some doubts. I'm sure you can do it. And as someone who's trying to save the world, my judgment must be right.
はい。
She finally smiles.
その世界を救う英雄はぎっくり腰で寝たきりですけどね。
That I am! Shut up! It'll get better with a night of sleep, I hope.
お手伝いしましょうか。
Sara points her palms towards my hip. Oh, right. That charm of hers. Yeah, please. I roll around, turning my back towards Sara. Then, I feel the warm touch of her hands.
痛いの痛いの。飛んでいけー。
My heart exploded into tiny million pieces. That's cute. Her charm fills me with nostalgia. I get the feeling that someone used to do the same thing for me in a distant past. Maybe it's a memory of my mother. Hey, Sara. Do you remember your mother? I immediately regret not thinking before I spoke. But Sara doesn't stop rubbing my hip and answers.
ええ、覚えていますよ。優しい人でした。私はずっと大きくなったら母のようになりたいと思っていました。
Oh. I'm sure you can.
そうでしょうか。
She doesn't sound very confident. How many children do you want?
もう、せつなさんはすぐそういうことを。
Have you never thought about it? Sara ponders it for a moment before answering.
一人でしょうか。そして家族3人で神社を切り盛りするんです。
Ah, she said we. That means me, her, and our child. She's thinking about the future after she saved the island. A future in which worshippers will come flocking to Urashima Shrine, and Sara will be working there with a smile. That genuine smile, which she never shows to others now. Suppose you'll have to find a husband first.
10年後くらいでいいです。
That's quite a long-term plan.
神主の資格も取ってもらわないといけませんし。
Keep on going. I'm writing that down. Qualifications. Are there any?
まずは専門の大学を出る必要がありますね。
I'm starting to feel sorry for whoever's going to marry you. Ow! What was that for?
手が滑りました。
No, I'm sure that wasn't perp.
滑りました。
Okay.
それからですね、子供が女の子だったら、巫女の仕事を継いでもらうんです。
Yeah, shrine maidens had to be virgins, right? What was that for?
せつなさんが変なことばっかり言うからです。
No, I'm not. No, isn't it common sense for shrine maidens to be virgins?
それは俗説です。巫女は既婚者がやっても問題ないんです。
Huh. What? You just destroyed my fantasies!
そんなことを夢にしないでください。
Never! Wow, she really is a true shrine maiden. I hadn't expected you to have thought it true as well, though.
意外は余計だと思います。でも、あくまで夢ですから。
Sarah wants to believe that the prophecy isn't just a prediction, but a testimony of someone from the future. That's why she's earnestly working towards the future in order to make the prophecy come true. So, as another person from the future, I should make a prophecy too. I know you can make that dream come true. She'll make an admirable mother, whose daughter will want to take over the shrine. And so, Sarah's wishes will be passed down for generations to come. It won't just be a collection of old rites and customs that's passed on. It'll be new hope for the future.
頑張ります。
You better. Yeah, let's both do our best, Tim. That's probably the future I'm hoping for as well. I came to this island to create a world filled with hope. But let's get started tomorrow. I can't make any babies with this sore hip.
せつなさんはいつも一言多いと思います。
Ow, she gently slaps me on top of the cold compress.
おしまいです。あとはゆっくり眠ってください。
I'm sorry! Sarah stands up and throws towards the door. But I still something to upset her. Let's
おや
make
すみなさい
jokes.
せつなさん。
The smile she flashes me before leaving is as warm as 1,000 suns. Thanks. Good night, Sarah. She disappears into the hallway. Suddenly, I'm overcome by the urge to sleep. Today's been a busy day. But, even though my body feels heavy, my heart has never felt this light. Maybe it's thanks to Sarah's magical charm. I should do as she says and get some good rest. Tomorrow, I'm sure we'll get a bit closer to the future we desire. Yeah. But, make it sure! Oh, an dream!
ちゃんと覚えておきなさいよ。
Fire. That's for the next episode, so thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.